Sponsored by Collective P. Bitcoin. Digital currency. Pelosi. Trump. Harris. Stimulus checks. Fraud. Who's this guy? Well, let's find out right here, right now on Money Monday Madness. Everybody has a name for their crew, so I'm going to call you the Beautifuls. Because even if you're a man, you know how you just look at a man sometimes go, oh my God, he is just so beautiful. And ladies, you know you beautiful anyway, so like and subscribe. Beautiful. Jazz here, and today is Money Monday. We're going to talk about those stimulus checks. The stimulus checks Americans are not going to get. Here's why. No checks are coming. Between 11 a.m. and 11:30, Democrats are calling an emergency meeting, Eastern Standard Time. Nancy Pelosi is asking for more money due to the post office crisis. There's a bill to help the post office on the table. You've been seeing the ads stating that Trump is hiding post office boxes all over the televisions. Now, Kamala Harris has had an idea that voters could just mail in their votes because of COVID. And Trump is highly against it, according to what people are saying. He believes that voters may be tampering, that mailing vote, it may have some tampering, so he's totally against that. Or maybe I'm misinformed. Now, there's a guy named Mark Meadows out there. He got on CNN. Now, I'm not saying it exactly the way he's saying it, but basically he said just send out the checks and they'll extend, the $400 thing, and the president will just sign it. Well, you already seen him on TV. He signed the $400 thing, but of course, Nevadans, the people that's in power here, and every other state in America, I think the only state that the people that are in power in their state that said, okay, we're going to back what the president said was, I think it's West Virginia. They gave it the green light, so they're already getting their 400. But here, Nevadans have not said okay for the 400. But they're fighting. So that's why you have not gotten your stimulus check. So Nancy Pelosi has asked for that emergency meeting. If they don't come together on the table, and right now they're far, far apart in dollars, meaning, say, I want $1 million, but the other side wants $5 million. That's a real reach in dollars. So on the table, they're really far apart in money. They're really far apart in ideas. And that's what's holding up your money. So every year you're paying taxes, and every year you're contributing to all of your Social Security money and all the money that's helping them get their money. And right now you're suffering and you're about to be evicted because they're indecisive. That's what's holding up your stimulus check. Okay, now that we know the stimulus checks aren't coming anytime soon, let's just say, okay, I'm going to pull myself up by my bootstraps and I'm going to try to make $100 a day. That's not a lot of money to make a day, just $100. What am I going to do? I'm going to offer my services up on Craigslist or Indeed. Now, if you don't know exactly what these items I'm going to list are, just Google it later, okay? Medical biller or coder. It doesn't take long to get that certificate. So, number 1, medical biller or coder. Number 2, copywriter. Number 3, editing or proofreading. Number 4, selling online courses. You're offering up your services to be a selling online courses. Next one is teaching courses. If you speak multiple languages. And you don't have to have a degree in that, because remember, you're offering your services on Craigslist or Indeed. you're bilingual and you're going to teach your language to someone else. Online tutoring. And finally, a virtual assistant. Whatever you're good at, you're going to say what you're willing to do it for per hour, and you're going to offer your services. That's just a few things you can do right from your own home, something to get so you can start earning money.
Just start somewhere.
Hopefully they don't try to kill me for teaching my
people this. I may sound all over the place, but what I'm trying to say is... I'm kind of a
conspiracy theorist.
We didn't fall for...
I'm just figuring out. Voluntarily I'm not figuring it out. Chip. I just don't talk about it, but I want to share with you.
We may fall for, okay, I'm going to get a check.
Okay, everybody's heard of Bitcoin,
with the chip,
right?
Because if you
but
got
I think
the
you
chip,
should start studying up on it.
Because
remember they were talking about how they want to put a chip in us and things like that.
That's what I'm trying to say.
China is trying to be the first to start using that chip as currency. Right? But America's like, I'll be damned if you get it before us, right? So they're going to try to use this freaking epidemic to start like putting digital currency into the chip. Now, look, this is allegedly into the chip so they can give us a whole lot more money. It's going to encourage people to actually say yes. Because we don't want to be left behind in technology, and we'll be damned if China gets the heads up before us, right? Because China's pretty good at doing what they do, right? They're really good at technology. They're really good at heading things up on a lot of things that has to do with money and inventing a lot of stuff, right? So we said, okay, hell no. We're going to get involved and we're going to beat them to the punch. And that's probably why we're all sick over here, right? Because everybody wants secure. We're tired of being locked up in our homes. We're tired of not getting no sunlight, right? So that's why I'm so excited about this, because I did the whole darn video and then the shit crashed. Oh, excuse me. And the thing crashed, right? So, okay, think about it though. They wanted the chip in us. Then all of a sudden everybody's talking about Bitcoins and all that. And then they're calling now digital currency. Digital currency. So if they use that, remember, you put the chip in, you wave your hand, you got money. And so you can buy things just by waving your hand. You don't need the dollar anymore. You don't need the coin anymore, right? And then gold becomes irrelevant. Silver becomes irrelevant. Then it's like, okay, there's a problem though. They got to figure out how those digital geniuses cannot rip people off. So start studying up on Bitcoin and your digital currency. Money Mondays, people. Money Monday. Okay, this is the last segment. Hope you enjoyed the video. Now, every week I'm going to choose someone from the business world and highlight their business abilities. Now, this week I chose Dawn Brinkley. She does not know me, but I did some research on her. And what I found was that she was legit. Now, if you're starting your business or you're already in business and you need some legal backing, she's a good go-to person to go to because she's actually legit. No, she did not pay me for this information to present to you, but I care about who I'm presenting information to. So I'm going to leave you a link in this video on how to contact her. Now, I notice a lot of people are always asking, how do you start a business? How do you get an LLC? Now, when I first started in business, I didn't go to get an LLC. I went and got a corporation's license right from the gate. And it was too much where I had to have different, people like a secretary and all these other people on my board, and I didn't want to go through that this time. So now currently I do have an LLC. So she can help you with protecting your family, your business, and your personal identity. So I checked her out for you. She is legit, and I'm going to leave her contact information. And she does have a heart. Now, how do I know that? Without knowing her personally, that's just something I just know, just from looking at her from a whole other aspect. So I'm going to leave her contact information. So any of you that do need an LLC or any of that other information that I just threw at you, I'll be leaving her information down there. So hopefully you enjoyed Money Monday, and stay tuned for the video tomorrow. And that will just be lifestyle. God bless. Have a wonderful day.
Sponsored by Collective Beauty Supply. Remember, shop collectivebeautysupply.com where coupons are distributed twice a month. Las Vegans have minimum orders for same-day deliveries. Please check the roster.